Hi everyone, Vincenzo here with a new ukulele tutorial. This week, let's work on rhythm. Let me tell you that this is the first lesson of a 10-lesson series designed to take your playing to the next level. If you've been playing for a while and you want to move forward in your musical journey, this one is for you. These lessons follow a path, exactly like a course would do, but you don't necessarily have to work on all of them. In fact, they work on their own as well. Anyway, enough with the talking and let's get started. One of the questions that I get asked the most in my DMs on Instagram is what can I do to play in time? Well, first of all, you can start by using a metronome, but in order for you to play in time, it's important that you understand what rhythm is and how it works. Of course, you can find a lot of definitions online. For example, this one, or an easier one like this one. But as you can see, these definitions, they don't really help much because the goal here is to play and to play in time, not just to learn about it. Now, if you dig a little deeper, the word pulse comes up. Pulse can be defined as a steady beat, like a ticking clock, and it can be measured by counting the number of beats per minute, BPM. I'm sure you've seen this before. So once we mention pulse, something that is really important for you starts getting into the picture. Quarter notes. To be honest with you, you all already know about quarter notes, and I bet that you can play them. In fact, for example, when you click in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you clap to keep the pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're playing quarter notes. That's all. Remember, a quarter note equals 1 beat. Now, this is what it looks like on paper. Of course, in music, silence is as important as sound. And so you will have a symbol that will represent a quarter note rest. This one. Now let's play quarter notes on the ukulele. So let's say you have this chord. It's similar to G major, but you need to move your index from the 3rd string to the 4th string on the 2nd fret. And you get A minor 9. So you need to play 4 quarter notes, one after the other. Really simple. All you have to do is strumming down 4 times. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it one more time, but this time with the metronome. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fact that I was using downstrokes before was not casual. In fact, when you play quarter notes, generally you always strum them down. Let's do another example. This time you have a quarter note rest on beat 3. And so it's gonna go 1, 2, wait, 4. Now, let me play this for you. 3, 4. 1, 2, wait, 4. Notice how on beat 3, where you have the rest, I stopped the sound of the chord. This is because you have a rest and so you won't have silence. Let's do it one more time, this time with a metronome. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, you don't always play quarter notes, because what if you want to play 2 notes per beat? Well, let's look into that. So let's say I'm clicking like this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, I was clicking 2 notes per beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those were eighth notes. Basically, an eighth note lasts for half a beat. Half of a quarter note, and so you need 2 of them to make one complete beat. Basically, you're subdividing the beat. This is what an eighth note looks like on paper. For today, let's just focus on eighth notes and let's leave the eighth note rest for later in this series. So let's take the same chord you used before, A minor 9, and let's play eighth notes. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do it one more time, this time with the metronome. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. By the way, Remember, counting this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and will be really helpful when things get complicated. So I suggest you start doing it from now so that you get used to it. Going back to what I was playing, the strumming direction went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Generally with eighth notes, the first one goes down and the second one, the one on the offbeat, the one on the end, goes up. Now, I'm sure you've played many strumming patterns before, and you've seen a lot of down, up, down, up. Now you know where they come from. And of course, there is more to play than quarter notes and eighth notes, but you'll get to that later. Of course, you want to put everything that you've learned so far in practice a bit more. And the best way to do it is with strumming patterns. So let's have a look at 2 strumming patterns. For number 1, you have quarter note, 2 eighth notes, and a quarter note. By now, I think you can already tell the way the strumming direction will go. And it's down, 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 up, down. Now, let me play this for you. 3, 4, down, 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 up, down. Again, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down. Now, I'm sure you already knew how to play a simple pattern like this, but did you know everything that was behind it? Because you see, understanding what you're playing will really help you when it comes to take your playing to the next level. For pattern number 2, you have 2 eighth notes, 1 quarter notes, and then again 2 eighth notes and 1 quarter note. As you can imagine, the strumming direction will go down, up, down, down, up, down. Let me play this for you. 3, 4, down, up, down, down, up, down. Again, 3, 4, down, up, down, down, up, down. How to practice this further? Well, first of all, use a metronome or a drum beat, or actually try both and then see which one you prefer. So first work only on quarter notes and then work on eighth notes only. Just choose a simple chord and play in time. After that, start to mix them up. I would say for the tempo, keep it slow, because actually these exercises, the slower you go, the harder they become. And of course, that's what you want. But for the beginning, I would say start somewhere around 60-70 BPM. By the way, you also have quarter notes and eighth notes when playing melodies, not just with strumming patterns. For example, 3, 4, quarter note, eighth notes, quarter note. If you would like to learn a melody that uses mostly eighth notes and quarter notes, check out this tutorial. On my Patreon page, you can find some exercises and some drum beats to help you practice. You also have the options of sending me your homework, whether it's a video or an audio file, whatever you prefer, and receiving some personalized feedback from me. That is if you join the Master Ukulelist tier. Of course, this goes for all my tutorials, not just for this one. By the way, don't forget that if you learned something from this video and you would like to say thank you, you can buy me a coffee, link in the description. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments if everything is clear. And don't forget to download my free 8-step roadmap, link in the description, that will tell you the exact process I followed to learn the ukulele, and that will also support you in this 10 video series. Moreover, check out the other links in the description to learn more about the types of classes that I got available at the moment. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Having said that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week with the second video of this YouTube series. Ciao!